Yo, and I'm not off on the Mamuna Kwaba Eba Showtime with Andy Dosty. So, me don't pa, me jide say Yakuba do mo. As you can see, me ho pa. Edu me dan nwumre say a, me nyeja me ho twen yo. Edu say a o, me mia. Namba me gina mu a. Na say baby o. Ya fa me Andy Dosty. Well, me dan nwumre bia no Showtime with Andy Dosty eba so. Last week it was amazing. And for energy, comments about I was super excited. And also found the Bremy, but just a on Facebook, my mouth shout out. It's a catcher word of say it's time for Showtime with Andy Dosty. And I'm in my ground and I'm catching say maybe they're any original Showtime with Andy Dosty. That's right. Okay, me off back and then come on, baby, no. So what you want? Say no, gospel musicians. Let's take the likes of Kwamna Chron Yuma or Ima Mercy. Kwamna Chron Yuma or Ima Mercy. Solid. Mind you, Esther Smith over blow up in Yano. No more his baby face at Chron Yuma. No more his baby face a produce no. And you're non qua. Nobu Ketia, Moise Babyface Korea. Philip Abefi, Moise Babyface Korea. Give me more gospel names. A lot of them. Prophet said Frimpong. Give me more. Daughters of Glorious Jesus. They were working with Bodo Steiger. Now Bodo Steiger, well, as a songwriter, as a producer, there, all programming and all producing is part of the songwriting. And there also input, now, in recent times, Yahuza Kwamna Chron Yuma or Ima Mercy or Timimu, big smash. Fast forward, me cramming Dana Samoa, me Chron Yuma Dana Samoa. Brother Sammy and a strong man. I mean, we've seen collaborations, but let's consider songwriting. Kewa producing Yuma or Ima Mercy. Watch Yuma or Ima Mercy. Watch Yuma Dana Hamilton. Now see. At church on you pray among a lot of gospel musicians. Pray. And as to Poku, name them. Recently, Kwame Eugene at church you Mama Joyce Blessing. Ghana for C. Debbie. Omontiasi. Why? Because secular artist and a gospel musician. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, I have my own 2 cents. Later on, may share on the show. Eti eye bone say obi onye gospel musician or chonyoma gospel musician ana they come here quite say they shouldn't even be seen together. E come here quite say when you suffer any kwan say okwa sorry. Me have been to church now me catch Moses okay wa obi a sham was say hey Andy now you there wa hey me here there wa really okay, so we'll look at that. That I've quite China dream and what China dream ting and what kind of dream per year. We'll look at that. K was a person or chess a secular artist, no. And then you know, we are seeing the difference room. I say difference room. It will be looking at that. And then I grab them and I add them. I'm a special guest. I will show you so. I'm in the Bible. My main guy will say, we are live on Facebook. Adom TV Extra near XTRA. Adom TV XTRA Extra. And I say Adom TV. We are live on Facebook. So also on YouTube and so yeah live. You're from me Andy Dosty. Facebook. Touching me at Andy Dosty GH. Sign or Instagram. But you know on my timeline also pay my mouth shout out. My guy was saying come on Angel Cola so yasini. Angel Cola. Ha. Me copy a party biase. Me a who said that I better cannot me film share that himself. But me peer party na say me who say Jack and go for enjoy Angel Cola. And I must say tough. But me first that's my bet way. It do me that say odds near difference get way more. And the cash out. And the cash out. It say crowd mo boy you cried and every must say Liverpool ni. Sas now say baby. And yeah, no boys cash out brutal. But you there. It's time for you to make a lot of money. www.betway.com gh. But when they saw the gh no best also. Mami Kai was a darling lemon drink. And so I saw yasini. Mode and Komwe. Bro, darling lemon drink. And when you remember go Pierre joint to be a commercial from Milan. And yo, Charlie, Milan, man. Tough place. And I had a good time. And who come on my bomb later and yeah. Eti darling lemon drink. Near say Shiagu cubes. Oh man. And the JB anyway channel. It's yeah. Mama de answer benyabi. You ever said I'm a think media expert. Almost say gets up a stage, lights, trusses, sound, says sound. When me sound where you want to me sound papa me think media expert. Jai, the babu. Sound sooner a year king of antique and so am I kunya. Think of Sebastian Kunya. Think of king of antique. King of antique, Ewo, La Paz, Unya Drew, Yamecha Junction, traffic lights, and so now you U-turn the to any shastro, and a king of antique. But you meet Chamwaba Samiba, Edem, you have a special guest. Now, Frank Komaya, your Bobo Suinano, Edem Sudna Nuba Tumbi, Kai Huno say, Senke Sebia Upio on the timeline is for Facebook. Pet, my mouth shout out. The catcher out of them say, it's time for Showtym. Oh, and you know, Mamma now, Quaba, Eba, Adom TV, so way, Showtym with Andy Dosty. You say, the Messi at Nasi, me relax it, because in Kunyana we are flexible and me pen a bro for Sir Utras and Aji Jidemwa. The bro for as a Jidems, and as a
collect inside.
Collecting inside as a I've collected inside my Adem. We a king of antique, Shimkunya. As I feel like a king. As a Kunyana Tremana Yamawa dear be nice. Hey, Papa. 0244 079 195. We a king of antique number. Sound sooner think media expert. Yefa Sedama Angel Cola. Yefa Sedama a Betway. Yefa Sedama Betway. Yes, Afa Seda Emma a darling lemon drink. Mami mini anoma kwaba kojo king. Kojo.
Bra.
Akwaba.
Yeah, nua.
Na we.
Yanko padu mi.
Look sharp oh.
Wende.
Dede na kwafi. Na ochi.
Na ochi die. Say new song on the promo no so go so I koso. And yeah share. You're planning ahead into December.
But I koso.
Oh, so far so good. And you're bad. System no more shit there, but yes, we had this association. Oh, so far the omugo so may really. Yeah. Cause of my relations with media platforms here, a lot of them are showing love so far. So I can't complain. I'm glad so far for the support.
Right. Wagu Slim.
Godfather.
Akwaba.
Godfather, that's it.
Now you, Mamma, now I say. The way I say, oh, my hit FM, bear now, Chimney and send a suja to and we crown them, baby, I'm a team. So, Mr. Ada saying us will be a DJ Slim as Mammy. I said, it's name we pa said Akunyano. Na eswe Akunyano Subaisama, I
Pabua Kessia pa size boom pa.
We say, I know na
David, my travel. We dear. We say, may sign out to my opinion about we dear Beba. Next week, no Beba, I'm on for him because we mean to me.
Can't talk.
We didn't mean to me. Now, Meadow as my Sakunya Wins Wada, impairing for multimedia. You know, so I say production team. So I would break hits and multimedia hits FM. Near painful, you know, I mean, it was a nice experience working in a corporate environment like that. Now, manage and say in Shirane, Chidoma, opening what time at Chiavisine. And now it was big, but minimum say, me to challenge Viana me frewa. Obama key na mam bia bia na key ni bia kama pa etredi
enkasa
ba week no so na niam ba kakra bi so ko so week ni mu a na anu eden kakra
bombe
me say we some me so follow conversation na artists be brave by say omo ba hit fm Kwame Eugene befa ho Edem so befa ho na Edem ni anso ye ne session no say e pro ni bia nsemfo abe ba ko mienu miensa enum enan bi o we see ebisa oh yeah typical ones bit say Kwame Eugene say say udi kate ho say these are some of the topics I be discussing but no hu ni say ya ye say Christopher organ nyina ebe so mo pamu wiasefo mo ko gina one side and also a question I buy Scott Evans de nanu to movie nti week there amanfo kan ho asem pa ne industry players bin so nsem bin so ba Scott Evans say ono de ono nyini sansem na ya na amanfo keka say enwum wo bi e ka say nyame wo enwum wo nyame wom enwum wo nyame nim no won tiase papa because ono kra hwe gena na oye na amanfo person mo kire say ono kra ne de ni nyame enfiri nyame
azo to ni aba piano no do so no nyame mo aba piano
Davi
omo pehwe na adenti na wose esa kojo sadie we it ade na wose time bia gospel ye bo agi say subject matter me you say that for and after me tia say wose ye tunyu bia yesu wom I don't get it. It's because we want so nyame want tia na say
it serve say ashase no send you share and especially things say the Orthodox churches no Methodist ni present say the we are na ye bo hymns ne sa na marinti san sorry na shase no a certain foundation me do say ye music production ye face say oh ye in that way na and this feel ne spirituality no ye den eba I don't think I'm going to say a twice so call ya ma a new person you be different I'm for face out there like now you're a gospel and I say in free yame.
But wait, Tego sisters.
Yeah.
I'm about in the 80s. Daughters of Glorious Jesus.
Yeah.
Productions are not to stay here more.
Sure.
Nah, pop.
Yeah, Tego, especially Tego sisters.
Tego sisters, listen to productions are not best assignments. Reverend Yosin, Zamalet Muyemo. Pop. Listen to them. Yeah, pop. Pow. When they were singing Stay in My Heart,
yeah.
Pop. Yeah. They are no and when Reverend Yosin at the R&B, Willie Roy, two gospel back in the day. Willie Roy. Yenipa or free me, Danny Nettie.
Yeah.
Joe Beecham.
Yeah.
Even reggae crab yabs, money idea.
Yeah, Reverend
Yabs. At that time, who say name Koyi, and then young them. So be bonus a Azonto, and answer a Amapiano.
Almost a home in team. Home no pay.
Oh, yeah.
Oba so babo.
Then I don't know David. Nyankopon yes.
Obun wash. Na Nyankopon enya ko tu ya papa bun sam asunza. Wo be ka se Nyankopon enya bia no be enya ma.
What am I say?
Nyankopon enya.
Senior na one of the hot button issues I said anu eden how o come na kwakusi se eya na mimim dem se mi hu ni se eye se de nipa no na adwene mu ohu ni sifa me connecting to God and as se obebe nyame no eye wa kasa obi wo ho a ohu ni se wakọ asore ya bonyom ya boy ya praises ya worship wa hwihwi watiatia mu ntie no ama ne ho aba no ohu ni se wa be nyame yes se de wugidi no me hu ni se ebe ye ho ama ena obi a Scott Evans hu ni se otwi ama piano no kakra eno so ma ne ben
ebia no because or a businessman because I was a youth no so twi omo ben
yes
na mbebo nya no ebia untumi monya ne nche Adam Reku because Adam Reku ebia no owura honhum no mu a untumi ne nkos level no se also
me won say omo person foforo bi na aka kire escort mo ne nkofo na omo hu ne ka ana omo de akọhye nyum
unim say de hu wo mu say Sonny Badu so ka sansem we bi o opanyi say uro cha ishe mintem si nsem ne de doso wo se so niba no so betia so okanimre bi se gospel for na wo Ghana no omo nhye da ene ne nye da ko sa omo hu ne se de ono ye no gospel
Samu.
Oh, gospel for no matiti omo hu se de ono ye ne gospel enu nti no ono wate no hu no gina ne baabi sa asami bai e ma yekoyi evidence ne be present pin sheet ne to ho ne ye pin sheet ne to ho no na on person obeka ho asem wonu se no mission or de bai ye ne new show a say oba be ye no December yi nti na on person obeka ho asem na ba be center stage but ye pin sheet ne to ho no e Pastor Brian Martin e post ase e no ko to bo bagu ho say then amanfo say omo person omo be respect me okuru say me so make gospel for no enu nti na wo yesu obi ana o nkrofo from enye Joe Metala say o de emoji abeka ho and I said last hour
Perez
they was on the Perez asem so o say Perez newcomer as who say no obo no ho modern kama pa nti no say obre ne ho ase a ne ma bi wo ho obeye dey obekire no oh yes information ho if for issues
sir okay but when papa obi mo bi ankasa bi nko akasa
e wo den
uni we ka ho hallelujah acho madam say no ni hwe ka we see me video bi omo say ye tu kwa na driver ne say ye fa 5 minutes in suro ma anti say no
ye nyire ezi go suro ma
they say ye suro ma they say acho mo bi ankasa be say suro madam madam ye suro nko 1 minute ye ankasa
no suro na den
see
suro as in say fear
yes now we are
man ti asem na see
it say yes suro
say
yes suro
okay discussion na no more Canada to me say ka say enkomu nitty-gritty so mo feel say ye no ma ye secular ni sa na ye follow secular ni ade no ye bone de omo anko create wo mo ewi ase ye gospel for no mo ntinem because ye do so che wo
amone even does it
so mo here can gospel for mo say
cheleba gospel for mo does
just
that omunya exposure no more especially on mainstream radio nti en shedante but Charlie utie radio station especially rural areas no and even Miami Krom Kumasi kra say so obi betumi atrance 4 hours a gospel ya me ambata wonte ba akokra but ni na so ye jejeje
but ba hina mo netie
say jaye ni etie
kakra bi netie omo na mo tie secular say doso meboa
secular for doso chengo
meboa
yes for no mo doso
auntie
wow mini
oh fi say they can
mo doso chen
omo they can containers who person no fa hu hye bone fo anet sew me gina wo right no jan left me ko njame e wo hoda
me
we are in the
same some guys having gate was spec you but me awunya go ewura mo
because am fa the omo na the omo Canada what just enya biblical because biblical kan Jesus Christ nko wamba ambewu amaye nyina say one sinner to me pointed in hand towards another sinner say they feel say they are in a better position so no muko Abraham ekukumu yen. That's the biggest joke of the century because the facts will be to gospel interest say what in your oil and nyankopon pe. Don't be deceived. What I say be a kwesi ye ko paradise na ye fo ya yetina hey. Na nkofo be hu say ye na yesi ho pepepe because say nkofo yi. And so na ye share paradise. Until I feel say Christ came to die for sinners. Christ came to die for all of us. Say nanka ye capable. Say ye perfect enough. Anka we amaye. Enti anybody especially omo an omo ye gospel no ni omo ma fat say I'm a pastor, I'm a prophet, I'm this authority. Say and then no, I'm not authority, and I've not even said I'm authority in any way because me I'm under a mercy, a grace. Ebi na ama me opportunity a metana say. Ana emo bia so mfa pastor bia na prophet bi mfo obi nkasa say. you ono na be mo nipa ko na timi akọ ba bi onyankopon. It is not true. It's God that chooses whoever will go to paradise. Who be kwa anonim, me kwa amenim, bra kwaku be kwa onim, kwajo king be kwa onim. Enyo pastor na ojo ka say me hia wo. Oteka say wo heaven unkobi. In what capacity? In what capacity is the person saying so you're righteous enough say no betimi akọ baby? Eya na me ankasa no. I pity the people who listens to those people because Bible no nyankopon eye no. Romans 15 verse 4 say wa tro say be ya everybody can get access to it and read and understand. What I say ana wa yeso de amaye ana bibi eni ho so a onyankopon a cho Bible no mu a what na say no kenkan no kwan na wo se no kenkan ne so a unyante ase. Enti semia metra na mikita Bible mi nkojina pastor enim mi nkojina prophet enim mi nkojina reverend minister enim emo mfa say wo heaven nkobi abra me Bible na kita me no I know what I can do I be my paradise me timi akwa ho enti omo they are on their own but I would really wish say people will not listen to that because on pa na no face say no na wo first hand e ko no u se onyankopon bie scope no a kire na hu ne boni an otena mu a ye kra na ye papa e che won nyina ti me dey me I'm not for that conversation that conversation they bore me because me say Jehovah God pe any the only authority obetimi do obi akasa say you belong here or you belong there enye nipa no mo tena wi ase
I see but
and Brad let me also add talent na Kwajo King wo no talent na Ohima Mercy wo no talent na Kwabena wo no talent na wo no ni nyina no was inspired by God. What you choose to do with it, and entirely your business. It's yanka say obi talent, so obi person bright any man the talent no they tunyum am oda. What is odo? 1 John chapter 4 verse 8. What I say? Oh sir, what's it? God is love. It's anybody who sings anything about love, preaching love, it's godly enough. It's in say bia where a friend say ubekasa say bia me friend say Christo. And that's what Becca said, Onyankopon, na Becca said, and they signify say, what is them we because who are Becca said, Yesu, Nyankopon, next was Uniana and what's now in China. I would do any no, how you are deceiving yourself. It sir, me when it comes to this Bible and who is, holy, who Yenyani Nama Nyankopon, the Dahamagedon be sino. Daniel be who say, say omo an omo tena ho a omo na face omo na front runners no ye back runners ye na be front o ye na edi animu nti bra talent onyankopon na de mai God is love Kwajo King to nyom wo do ho a or represent onyankopon because what if say bra ye nyina ye tena wi ase every single person is capable of loving one another can fi say we ase get to say can nobody will feel like they have authority over the other ye nya will see ourselves as equals but enam say Boninti, we all can't love equally. And it's obedient the talent, and so be praising Onyankopon, obedient the talent, so say, obeto odo ama awaria Onyankopon approve you of it, and also akoswa.
One problem, Kakra.
What you say? There's nothing wrong with that.
Content of a song.
Yeah.
Was a Nakiwa HM say secular music, and you preaching the values of Christianity.
It's different from worldly music.
Different from worldly music. And the opposite of secular is not Christian music. Christian music, however, the opposite will be worldly music. However, Yemfan say bia Kwajo atonyom, or tonyom no, or to for Yemfan say, or to say bia adofo any adofo obinen adofo shia, or betimi diaji omani.
Na si koye bia, kana for bona same day. Mutwe na si say ya. Good. And no would be an answer, you not academic.
Sanyo no to you know, a for adofo, a for more or mukra license to operate. Obia will go a friend saying, O yere, and now uknu, namudi a shia. However, some young drusa age and a mitian and you know inspire me, say, men copel bar, and also you ever classify and say. A honor problem no one. I say, I say, and you know, some men sakoka. Could you what to or don't say, it says, oh, buy one intention is but Yakobo and a Suja for being swire, then as someone,
but what somebody and
questions are not weak, questions a PAP, as some way by, question is a pie say na ne sa anyom no so e ka odo ho asem o e na Nyankopɔn no aka so wo yodo but ye koka sa anyom no I inspire kwada bia omunya nduru sa mfie no na omunya nduru sa bracket ne so omo so nkoye eno so yebetima classify say secular music and worldly music e ho ne some of the gray areas and so pie ndi em say na anwumre no say yenya ayi odifo wa em odifo wa chechire no
acho fa title bi anto me so metina ho meji Yesu Kristo di as the only highest priest enti any other title bi amempe bi
tu ukwa gwire wutiri nwinti ufu so betu ka sa kire ma mi eni ya
pacho mayi yes sorry
ai cheze
me pacho me sorry
yes ufu se
makobo ho
abosakore
makobo ho dafe
Michael Dark, okay. Achim Cratch say the show is live. Also, show if you just say Ashanti, also watch especially Achim Brako Joking. Achim massive for when you chef for pan. I guess Mr. Shubakwa was a Andy Dosty near. In fact, when it comes to dressing party, Obiabo, I expect Chairman Nana Aberima, aka the Unified Edem, it go get you all. Efoga. What's a big up so noble bright as I'm brave for you. Bobo Dread, I love Sally, she's pretty.
Thank you, but I'm not just pretty.
Shout out to the Edem with the mouth. But you send the call Nafi Ubia Sunya attention. Okay. Yo, eti yanko common suye na me. I didn't hear me say. Eti say no. Ombeso mo say secular uchu onyuma gospel actor. Boni anase de.
Mse nim.
Nim. E wo kwan be so. Sebi wan na ehunhum ni ana wan ni ahye obi se wei ehunhum ni mu wan na brantie bi okumase ne fe no suani kateche afrifa se basio ntwero nwumo a no obi antumi no obaba Kristi ba ata ma ne friend Christian love no na osuani kateche afrifa twero nwumo no pa minimpa se Esther Smith by no more his baby face, strong your man, Ogusu Tromano. No bunketia. Yes, you don't, ya, or or damn, we do.
What does that mean?
And as
Then you know what the phones are.
oh, it's what to the phone. Is I know to
What's saying, you know?
Oh, man, we're here so.
You pay a bonnet. You pay a cobra. We
Cobra. Moi, let me first show you my Philippa Bevi, Lady Prempe, Prophet Seth Frimpong, all of these gospel musicians. Now, no, or you are Messi, come not trying my man. I'm a Messi, Korea, kill our trying my man. Dan Hamilton, kill our trying my man.
Or you are Messi, the Kwabna be in the past, so that.
Oh, Chesa, I know make it. So,
Aquaboy,
Ebima,
yeah,
Medasi,
yeah,
Superintendent Sapon,
yeah.
One crab you, Joyce Blessing, Juelaka, Etro on your mano, Ebi Cransel, Tro on your mano. Give me more names. There are a lot of them. Nothing, Yamia Dum. And you naba. What do you say? Won't tias ye. Copim say, now, no, me tear more. It's a femanopano. Number say me frere. Rexoma. Aye, nyum.
Papa.
Oh, yeah. Abiba. And afterwards, what do you be do bye? The way as a coffee will you be about? Mabo, above way, Mabo. Ghana for say. One sem fata. I like Rex Omar so much, eh? That guy is so much wisdom.
And his performance too.
Hey, too much. Rex, I remember very well. Me busa on a question on my radio show that time. Rex say, Andy Miss was him. Me call musical shop bia. Yatro gospel guitar. Eguo. Yatro hip hop drums. And I say, choristers keyboard esia. The same kuo na ye de bono. And one ye de boy hip hop no. And one ye de boy gospel. And one ye de boy high life. It's just the brain behind them. So what are people saying? Yeah, the same microphone, yeah.
Same microphone.
So what are they saying? Kojo, and to be sure mama gospel musician be.
Oh yeah, the najum dahwa.
What's that?
Of course.
Abrabase yeah, or tiasie. Ebe hu say enye boni. Anka saa de ya ne nka asofo bebre so amde o mic to. Omo ntimi nka Nyankopon asa because Nyankopon no na asem wate ho. Sacred. The share aboa no kura na is pure.
Exactly.
Enye sa nka sofo boni omudi. Enso be kanyame asem ma nipa tie je tom de fa el de babra wo kronkron. That is how it is. O say. Eti se obi eye secular. Na se watwo nyame asem a Nyankopon na de na asem na ma no. Nyankopon betimi ayusu obi a kana asem. Enhwe Bible Kristo ba hwenfo na no onyo mu na. Oni abonefo na nam.
Even the disciples yin nyina.
Exactly. Omo nyina o say I will make you fishers of men. I say I will make you fishers of
Peter say.
One and Peter Edipa. Or a guy of
Peter.
It's mayor.
Don't be.
Yeah. Obviously, you know.
Don't be them.
No, I will make you fishers of men. No, I see some. But as a Bible, you can't have they be a can join 3:16 for God so loved the world, blah blah. 17 also then. Jesus Christ did not come to condemn them, but to save them. 17 moment time. John 3:17.
17 years.
This also one must be book abonne for thing. No more bejuum. He didn't come to condemn them, but to save them. And to only one year, what he had no more will condemn Ubi. And Bible no, you can't gospel now. You Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. And on the gospel, a Christo who has some new now war new and then who sorry. Niaka nyina odin foforo. Eti ye wo gospel enum bebre so almost say gospel enya gospel. Cause one kan yeso oba brabo mu nsam di se oje. Ma yese mo pe. Inspirational song. O call lamentations, kwadwom ene Ecclesiastes ni nyina ye nsam a ye kadi tutu ye wofo. Proverbs. Eti se obi kofa Proverbs no obo say suanyansa kwa tete anchen. Na sa anwom na no pabobo ebo no say
Onya misumbo ni
ai na be krofo. What you confused who say
wa gospel
ba o de na out nya gospel. A lot of opa form nyum bebre albums bebre I say gospel for people na ya ni. Ye betimi ayi bebre afrim few ones na gospel. A bia e kan Yesu ewu asem e kan na awu asem e kan ni wu sorry asem. And even ukwa Sunday mu aye wonu mu a yeto edema edipija Nyankopon bia opija wotum se we de ode sorry e Nyankopon wo straight. Yes, ye wo de a ye de tuma asafo no na omo de cheche om ho re because enipa go through a lot of things. It is ye wonwum bia e be hye nkran a be ma wa down so ye wonwum e bia ye de tuma bone e koso owiase ti ya classify ni nyina. And the first say obi e kwa sorry no enti no eno na ye de tag ne say we de anyum bia auto. What about the lifestyle? I know more share nipa the lifestyle. Yeah. So be a way there. You sex secular for the omo kwa, omo nam club, omo no san, omo pe money ade. But gospel ni na unim ni oye wonu kokom. But otun ma obeti.
Okay,
so nya twom no ye more.
Eni anum pamcho, obi a ne kwa fa so de sorry na rade. Obi a se ye babaka. Ye behe said ye slim, osifa kwa afa kwan o de frɛ ne Nyankopɔn Sally yenim kwan of us o de frɛ ne Nyankopɔn ana osɔre ne Nyankopɔn me de Nano me kakra to anti me.
No, yeah,
No question. Ah. Nano me worship one man minimum is okay. E mo no cry feel say bra. Minim say mo sua de kakra me.
Ono no do ka bra wa na me wa ha o. Don't kid yourself.
And go be so mamu even when they are worshiping God, heba. And they go to church. When we come back, we look at that. But hey, radio, hey, you go pon we too much, Man, you Sally, now you said me so ready.
Sorry no.
Hey,
La form cry.
Sally.
Do it.
Sally, I'm person who said me
on the
no.
carpet.
Share radio,
Yeah. Do
said,
it.
Hey, radio too much.
What's
Radio, Mammy Chad, radio,
Oh, yeah, match.
Oh, just I thought you have to do it as a name to be customer, Miss Azza. Hey, radio, hey. I pick it. Sally, I was a few days ago, but I mean, Pastor say, oh, we should hear him say,
I pick it, Unya, no, Eva. Who's a chameleon? Ya do pomola ya no I pick it.
But I will see hey ready. Hey ready. Hey ready. Ready. Yeah, ready brutal. Ready. Yo, obiani kwa fast word is any Nyankopon.
Sorry ni yedin.
So uplift him to glorify him, to hail him, to make him feel like, yo, he's the ultimate. Few days ago, we posted a DB on social media that $1 trillion and spending 10 minutes with Jesus. Pick one. No, be bad. Say, meeting, but I meet Jesus all the time. Every Sunday, I meet Jesus. So which one is one? Give me the 1 trillion and let me go my way. After all, when I have that money, I know where to meet Jesus. No problem. Then someone wrote that, who is Jesus? I need to. So I came in to school him who Jesus is. Now look, he's this, he's that, he's this. Mature and no they ask on them they could die. The next day me one and me guys I'm going to check maybe I go for start trouble me. And when I went there, thankfully he came to write say, oh really? Thank you very much. I have to look for him indeed. Because I when I was ending mature, I said, look for him and you have a happier life. What's I say? Tell me preach you. Me nyani packet to her. Yes. So I'm coming in and it's in it here one. I come here quite to say be American American way. Omu in 88. Woman kwa sorry. Viase four. Omu nim nyame. So when I tell them about Jesus or God, they are marveled. Shekojokin and him.
I say maso in the panel or trunk
right.
Shekojokin.
Oh, unim nyame ye kenya me asem kirewa. Ko bonyuma ebema nkofo asakra. Wo say omando una uwa. But for me, that song alone is even gospel.
Of course.
What you Kojokin news?
Yes, I have.
Say
with ni so meboa.
Yes. Metiasi wundo me. Wo twa mama wu ansa.
Yeah.
Niso, you know Niso, right? Yeah. Niso. Wo twa mama wu ansa na.
Niso.
Wo twa mama wu wi when I be posting me picture. No abe churches. Oh, he was my guy. Yeah. Now abe chere. Now no kwade me amad me nipa. May God rest his soul. Ben, Kiki Bees.
Yes.
Many Ben Kasai 2 days we say Ni Kasai no see oba Ghana. After more my moons I say face on the internet were free. Oh, how? So when any problem into I'm the chain I'm to share. Edem me Ni Kasai or outside in Kasai on the WhatsApp call. And I'm to share. But me no so posted na go phone I'm to me. Na go for my guys I will try man who because we need to me celebrate, you know. Yeah, feel we free. Do you understand? So yeah, if Kojokin is to write this song, say how you me out throw ye. Say how the mobile says Sonny Badu or OJ. Kobato.
Yeah.
Kobato.
Yeah, OJ better.
Right?
Yeah.
Because a gospel.
Of course.
And tia no sa no. So what the new name will be no casa media because when you Yamisum into many, how would you feel?
And I'm a say, who's the big can't say, na sign pan na dream one na hoye. Because unim near, and yan near Uhuno, near Winnie Penmuni here, and yan near Uhuno. Ebi our face a wood dear now, no, and because it's in a certain form or style. It's when year be before Frono. But my first song, Be Kind Now, you know. We had a testimony here. Obi be share say na down for midwife because I was talking about a midwife or no jenko for but or no intimi insane.
Oh.
Or say or a juma one day na lady bako or a midwife or crackora no so. To find out normally to me near the enco. And also what the man man. Or be share testimony say, lady nine say.
Hey, really?
Exactly, live on TV, CTV. You know, it's you know, Obi now no aka say, oh no, because who say be our quite sorry, and I say, or who in a certain way, you know, they know yet, but I have some no, as some no can yet,
okay,
style now, what kind of so that is it.
What way?
Any on starting class because it's a new need to me because
because they are
I
not
go to church.
No,
I just say
you be kind.
Edem
But for I won't say the other side of it in to be say religion be an answer, soon be an answer, could be our 77 the chiwadi. Yen fan say you were soon be brew, Riasumha, Genuanum Muslim for Moya, Omoyankophobia, money near my baby home. Kwan wa omo faso kra de sum omo nyame different nam bi wo ho amon ko ho aduane bi wo ho amon ko ho even Christopher kra no different types no ebi wo kra nyama bi wo ho amon ko ho se wonye ne source ni nia because asema wo ka no de wo ka bia ba wiase o u be creative bi wo do anu na be creative bi that is the work of an artist. Enti die wo mu no se wonyi ni a owo ho kwan so so betima ka se sebi mpreduasa sa we die menye entie because guess what whatever we have ye honama kwa ikura nyina no aso ena eyeba ayi a untimi enstopu bibia se bebrem mani metima kata mehwene metima ide waso so obi ka asem ne kuwura waso mu a wadwene nya pekepe ebetime di aye de pese yi bia enti se onye source ni ni a o ho kwan so beka se unim ebia mesom ana me gidie bi emma me kwan se me no be yeden ebia me huhu mu kura me nyanyini too much said de be ya metima yeden anyone nam because you say Bible na aka se wo kwa akotwe wiasefo aba hwe ho wankasa no hwe ho because wetima akoso okotwe na aba obeguru no no atwe ayede akowiase se wonji ne hu ni a o ho kwan se obitima ka se 77 mpreduasa me mpese metie enwuma free XYZ artist ho because ochina bi no obesa bi internet ne so anaso obekọ ba bi no na artist ne nsem bi a ededa ho ne ade no emmoa ono akasa ne in the spiritual life me sure say bebre ne ho no mo ka mo nsem ni free but o man ka ne yie na amana ko basa ba godfather me mum de se me twronwum na metebia mu na wo hwe de ajaje de ade abu atan de ne wa wojejireje se miti nyankopon timi ba mu sa de memeti hoyi na wotime ka se kwaku wona zie me pese o twronwum bi a eba ba gi wiase nyina na wote wo se unti a godfather me de se maye menya miso adwuma de aka ne de wa kasa se wo be ko heaven na se wo ko heaven e wono me de mete wona nyame de nwum no be share ma no se menye de mento enye me ana me soma me ho ono na asoma me se menye de mentro na me twroe no wo so a kire me nipa kra menye de me san fa nkoma no kwa me yuji asemi ena me ba me de twato o se o twronwum no ama Joyce Blessing obo ho mpai o twronwum ni wie no o de koma ne ma mi etie ye no se na enwum yi de ebe hete number of times akwa me yuji kwa sorry me ni umi enu godfather me nya show se bi enim number of times e bia obo mpai kire nyame e bia ye nso ye de ye nim but nyankopon no hwe de akoma mu godfather me de be suo
ene anu
Brandy
bacho me ba ho
mama nkasa kakranka
bacho ya mo aso enye adwuma nche wa no wate
matisa
dase Enuanom pacho abranche otie ni twi nye but no beka twi Edem where
Andy Aleke.
what's it
We don't have a afia.
You are introduced on to person or
We
chess.
don't
Where
have
when
a
you?
afia.
Where when you?
Alola come here again. Gina then
Why am
listening.
married?
me say ma asunye adwuma nche wa no
That's it.
you say me mama so aye adwuma nche man ka bi kan
Baba Gina then agro no listening so. Ba emi lang po ma ji ami bagbadoga.
obia kasa bi ohun kwa kan ka bi kan
Tana TV kon fifi like na Adom TV kon de. Nya haye ye that do. Title enya we don't really care. Afuga ya masa.
onyanya dey
I say Adom TV.
David mafo kaka mafo you heard me right listeners
Maho ye de mebo. My
no
day.
no nya mafo
Maho.
Enuanom me pacho Edem was new song pacho yen hwe kakra bi ye besa basisi a ye beba no mabu na wie bese mabu no eba Adom TV so Showtym with Andy Dosty Facebook kwabna nu amase wo hwe wo dansuma glefe the Sunday school teacher say boss Sunday is looking mwah.
Yeah.
The attire and chairs are moving clear. The conversation be something else. I love the show. Nana Boatin say more fine. Nana Kwabna boarding say Andy Pa. So don't you know Siani is still alive? I don't know me say well. Nadi asi mo.
Wenti.
Say how. Nana Boatin was a slimming. Flexi Junic say, well said, Auntie Sally. I really watched this because of you. More heat.
Thank you.
Was say, Rade, we a brutal. Andy near, Auntie Sally near. Nana what is it? I think Andy has won a bet. Because I just a me feel Rade no. Tell a bet where the enemies is winning. Because I pick it. At the end, I pick it. Kojo Bisa was but who said Kojo King is not religious? Kojo King is very religious and represented his church in the gospel show or TV3 celebration.
Them no.
Yeah.
What's that?
Them no.
Them no. Blessed Junior say, Edem, I beg, I don't understand what you are saying. No. Confess someone to say. Nana Odo Mensa say, Edem, you must say on a confident.
He's a married man. Diabolical.
I chim crash see Edem throw the away language away and Debbie on Tuntunes a year. Okay. Edem, go hey, Edem, you would have been
Sunday.
You are Kosi.
To your question.
Oh, you are a better Kosi. Oh.
You be Sunday born.
Yeah, man.
So what be your name?
Kosi. Kosi amo.
Say, in never had a Kosi.
Koshi.
Okay. It's Kojo.
Mando.
Kojo.
Kojo. Kobna. Kobla.
And then Abna is what?
Abna is Abna. Abla.
Abla.
Yeah.
I'm Abla.
That's a Thursday.
No.
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Abla.
Yeah, so
Abla.
Tuesday is Bladagbe. Abla.
Okay.
Jodagbe. Ajo.
That's okay. Ajo.
Kudagbe. Aku.
Then Wednesday is what?
Kuda. That's Wednesday is Kuda.
Kuda.
Thursday Yao Dagbe Yao.
How about
Yao?
Yeah, Yao.
Yao. Okay, Yao.
Friday Fidagbe.
Fidagbe.
Afi. Kofi.
Okay, but Ben was your Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi.
Right. Then Kwame.
Komi.
And Obaire. Because yeah, Ama.
Ami.
Ama.
You also do Ama.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Abla?
And then
I'm Abla.
Abla Gomashi.
Gomashi, so I know now. That's my new name, Abla.
new song, we don't really care. Ebinum say political. Ebinum say, because say gospel. Hey, Abia, Obi say Abia. Yeah, Obi say Abia man. So we don't really care. We go pop champagne. It's a secular now.
For nightlifers, no, it's gospel.
Because
For churchgoers, it's secular. For nightlifers,
but to
no.
you, who are we trying you there? One are trying.
It's just every try, but everything comes from God. So there's my spirit, body, and soul in the song, you know. Until how people decide to separate is there, it be them wahala.
But what trying you, mama? Gospel musician be that?
No,
What's your gospel?
it's a gospel.
To say,
Any type, Hillsong, Don Mon, Ken Franklin. I love Esther Smith from back in the day. OJ, one of my personal favorites. Sinach, Capable God.
no, but Ghana, gospel musicians being okay.
Where's
What about
Esther
Esther Smith? What about OJ?
Yeah, those are my top. Joe Metal, Bethel Choir.
Okay.
The list goes on. I have a very heavy gospel playlist. Very, very heavy.
Okay.
Mm.
Times when I would hear gospel.
Anytime I have to pray. It sets the tone. Anytime I have to pray. And usually it's either 12 midnight, 12 midday. 12 midnight, 12 midday, or in the morning between 7:30 to 8. Because sad duration is when I'm taking my kids to school.
Okay.
So we must pray before we get to school.
Only more frano.
Mm-hmm.
Only on bumper every day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why?
I'm quite sorry.
He's surprised.
I go to church. And then I go to church.
Difference every day.
The difference is that I can go to church at home. You know, sermon with my spiritual father, Joshua Selman.
Difference.
Joshua Selman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or
Obefie.
Daniela Martin.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I go to his church, or I go to Pastor Sami ICGC, which is my resident church.
Okay.
But anywhere I find myself, because sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, if I have the time. If I don't, I church at home.
When people see you at church, yeah, no, who feels that I'm a show style.
Not in my church,
Okay.
because me, I go there every Sunday with my kids and family.
But when will be that? Because
Well-
remember who be that? I'm quite sorry, people.
Oh no, I've seen it. I went to 31st night,
Okay.
and then somebody passed a comment under my breath. I say, "It be only today they come."
I just said 31st. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I usually go to 31st at the stadium because I'm an ICGC boy,
Okay.
or go to
That's
Duncan
crossover.
Williams' church. Yeah, I usually go. But God is a personal thing, so whatever somebody think may be a problem.
What's your take on gospel musicians are supposed secular musicians actually on your mouth?
Gospel musicians, they are doing business.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a business. Singing, gospel is a business. Even managing a church, no, a business. If it's not run well and run properly, it will dwindle. What you say? And so people are too sentimental about the fact that somebody will write for you, because you have to be a successful gospel artist, and sana, your word will reach people. So there are 1 million underground gospel artists that are they not doing the work of God by singing, but they are not touching souls. And say, if somebody will write for you to touch souls through a label and make it a business and expand, it is only right. Say, you give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, because that's how God operates.
Wow, I see. Madam na person can be answer me person me yewie na yakɔ no nyom no so ankasa.
Bra Slim said a lot of things, and I think say make a lot of sense.
What's the meaning of Nichiwadi? I heard that word.
Nichiwadi,
Like a taboo
yeah,
Taboo.
not taboo.
Oh,
but,
taboo.
yeah.
or
No.
forbidden.
Forbidden.
Yes,
Forbidden.
Yes.
I've explained it to and a man.
Yeah, forbidden.
Too much.
Yes.
He said a lot of things it make a lot of sense, because we say John chapter 4 verse 24.
Call D4.
Or say, me know D4. Friend Sally. Or say, God is, God is a spirit. What's that? You understand? Or say, God is a spirit. It will be an awesome Nibiano. Also on in spirit. Say, because will be some on your in spirit. It can be so many things. What I say, your relationship with him, what you saw bomb pie treno, Ubeda Nasi, and a pebia, a do time also on glorify no, wabo, you are able to glorify. And a plus, Ubekodaimu asomono, a godly. Going into a church to go or into a synagogue or a temple, I say in Koshiano, it's an obligation of every Christian. See, one Christian cannot say, or better than if he now awesome. Because Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24 and 25 says that we should go. What he has, especially when we know that the end is getting near. No, and a very important say, your best one yankopon no karimu, just like Okano. But Oka same be, I just want to reiterate to say very important. A beer, the Westia or Bible mono, obi betro gospel song amawa. It doesn't go with what we see our Bible name. I'm now coming to say the reason why I don't listen to gospel songs. Yes, no, I don't. Because enyama gospel musicians say can or gospel nyumono and then any Bible neko. Nyamio. One of the reasons until I say nyamio, they say. So when you read Psalm 82, what I say, verse 6. Was in Yankopon creation in they are all gods. See, Edem is a god, I'm a god, Andy Dosty is a god. And then in tree and the kind of nyame because it's a smaller G. When you come to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4, it also reiterates to say, spirits, wo nyina so ye nyame. But what did I mention? I say, ye nyame. It's me ye nyame. Dog ye nyame. Onyankopon creation in ye nyame. There's no way so we can attribute that name to the higher power. If it's a 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 5 and 6 says, ye we nyame bebre na ewo ho, but ye wo onyankopon ba ko pe na ewo ho. Enti any songer a beg retreat say the higher power, another supreme being who is the creator of the world, you know, nyame no. I have a problem with it. I don't listen to those songs. Because Bible mami who say, or no ye higher power no, ni dino enye nyame, onyankopon. And a Bible na so my who say onyankopon so wodin. Nim say, Psalm 83 verse 18 say, Jehovah. Eti anybody obey yes ha contrast no. I don't listen to those songs. And also I also have another believer, if I say Christ is the Son of God. Eti any songer that can ebe change say nyankopon ono ani yesu no. I don't listen to those songs. Enti adia na all can me person me retreat say in as much as say nyina yetena wi ase na ye hu say we cannot really attack somebody for what they do. However, based of how I was not the conviction that you have, no, you can decide not to listen to certain people. So I just wanted to reiterate what he was saying.
Okay, that I have made this excuse me.
Yeah, sorry.
He made a post, say, quite a lengthy post. But say, Edem touch on this, and then we get into the stuff because I've seen you. Now, I'm saying now America already, right? I saw you.
Swiss beats.
Yeah,
I
saw you with Jim Jones.
I saw you with you saw me with your brother Jim Jones. But you be a Kata, you be New Yorker. They be your people. They studio so they hold gun. Why? Me, I just come.
Yeah, but you know, too. If I home,
and your home, say, you need babies are. Ono Debiano creatu. Na producer no. Producer biabo beat amano. Wan kwagye nwom na de ote ya ne ze odi beat na mo bi foforo. Ti studio ana only adi to buy. Hey, beat no way. And was the producer just about from man. The producer they born 20 Jan so. Ti beat ne ba only had to say ah. I didn't go in for 22. Okay, that of course says, Papa also for Christian critics, you actually made this commentary using a medium that was not built by a believer. Or you didn't check that. I don't think Mark Zuckerberg belongs to your church or any church we know of, so why use his platform? I'm sure the breakfast you had today was cooked by Sister Mary of the Christ Apostolic Church. And oh, the bread you bought in traffic was being sold by Papa Elijah of the Episcopal Church. Who are you to even determine whose work pleases God and whose does not? See, this is the reason most of you pompous Christians will miss heaven. Because you become judges when the Bible says you should not judge. Good. You think because you wear a suit and go to church every Sunday makes you holier than everybody. Go and ask signboards. They've given direction to millions and have never stepped their foot in the supposed destination. Charlie, that's deep.
That's
man.
so deep.
That's
He's so
so
intelligent,
deep.
Man. That Hafko is so intelligent.
Man, that's so deep. It's not of course my work, Kenny. Say. Do wana ne my muna mu chabon kwafo enum nya. Okay. Me o studio and I got some musicians top we okroma mienu e wo me nche. And on Adom FM, me host Countdown, the church show, on Saturday afternoons. Na kwesi ata, so August will be. Okame wara. And you ne bona dem tia na hwan nyum ni. Na mse kwesi ata. No abo gospel say. Ti boy ya, ti do wara no mu so sirim. Why? The dia di wara we. Wait, you better room. Soon be any. What can we do? Do you understand? How do you determine a spirit-filled song? Edem, you write a lot of songs. You've written a lot of songs. So, utie gospel ni adeno. How do you determine which one is spirit-filled? They're slower. Utia, it makes you feel emotional. And a well-written song, a well-composed song. What?
I think every song is spirit-filled. Rastaman listen to Bob Marley in a very deep, spiritual way, right? And excuse me to say, traditional people listen to very traditional music and it's very deep for them. I feel when it comes to spirituality and all the home conversation, carry a certain level of marketing to it too, because sometimes you need when hear a certain type of ambience to be in a certain element, and to say if you are tipsy and they are playing slow gospel, maybe you won't be in the atmosphere. But when a pianist is slow and then somebody is singing in church, the whole place energy, you pick up. And I feel
why tipsy?
And your tips was slow. In church,
yes, yeah. So I feel, it is what speaks to your soul and your being. That is what to make you feel our connection. No? Because I have never connected to Kirk Franklin on a very highly spiritual level as a gospel artist. But I connect to Sinach and I connect to other people. But it's different for my wife, or connected with Kirk Franklin on a lot of levels. And I think, it is very different for everybody, but there are no group of people are more judgmental than we Christians. And that's something we have to work on. We are quick to want to make people feel that you don't belong. Yeah. A very bad trait as a Christian. We all need to, as Christians, get rid of it. Yeah.
Speaking of belong, I don't know our connection to meetings. Okay, let's start with Swiss Beats.
Swiss Beats, some connection now. Before you know, there's some Ghana person piping and going to spoil the thing. So I for talk.
Oh, how you met him?
Oh, how I met him?
Yeah.
All right. So now me or Ghana, right? And I, me or friend be or New York, a friend of Mark.
Mark Zuckerberg.
No. I'm coming, baby. A friend Mark, very good guy, or connecting me to the producer of Narcos, the Pablo Escobar movie. The producer, me and a friend.
Okay.
And then you build a rapport, and I.
Or Ghanaian, Mark.
No. All of them are
Americans.
Americans, back home New York, and Paul were LA. And to Paul say, Mark showed him some of my works, and he's blown away, and he's about to do a new TV series. And how can we onboard music and African music, Afrobeats, hip life, high life? And there was the grand opening of The Godfather of Harlem,
Right.
the TV series. And Paul framed and said, come to LA, come and meet Swiss Beats, and let's start having some conversations.
Oh, nice.
And to me call LA, and I make a share Swiss Beats for Grammy Museum. It was a good one.
Then you went to the Grammys.
No, I went to the Grammys,
Before.
came back to Ghana,
Yeah, before.
went
Yeah,
back. Yeah.
The Grammys in Israel.
No, the Grammys. No, it was such a good, eye-opening experience. As somebody from Ground Zero, I may call attending Grammy. I feel say, yeah, industry, is set up in a way people who shape opinion, they put blankets over ambition, and I encourage everybody. Say there's no limits to what you can achieve. Don't listen to what people are saying, because ABR. I was growing up in Accra, Newtown, and then I hear a bunch of people on radio say, oh, no Ghanaian can never win a Grammy. Imagine what it would do to my mind as a 15-year-old. I'll put it in my head, say, this thing is unattainable. But I was there and I felt, say, no, the doors are actually open to anybody who wants to be able, once who meet the requirements there. Even for the requirements, if you are 2 years old, whether you are a can, black, yellow, white, who meet the requirements, no, you'll be nominated for recommendation, and then you go through to the next level. And we shouldn't hold ourselves with the small thinking, it cannot be done, it cannot be done. Blood runs to everybody, and God favors everybody. But I would say we make a move, pray and make a move.
Making a move, and we'll be able to answer your question.
If it's that easy.
No, I'm not saying say easy. You have to, of course, work hard, build yourself over time.
It's weird.
For the Grammys, the Grammys, Nami war. I was already in the US, and Adenta reached out to me. Shouts to her, an amazing sister, pushing and not talking.
Yeah.
And we encourage everybody, say, more work, less talk.
Transformer.
Yeah, pushing and not talking. And I reach out, say, bro, where are you? I'm like, I'm stateside, I'm doing some stuff. Or say, let's make it happen, let's go and represent Ghana, and let's do the Afrobeat branch. I'm like, let's lock it in. And so you lock it in, and then I flew to LA. And it was amazing. Myself, Kiddy, Stoneboy, Chocolate.
Yeah.
But even that, we felt very small, because compared to the Nigerians, the numbers are about,
Yeah.
it would be nice for us to go more. And not only even musicians, stylists,
Of course, actors.
actors,
Yeah.
business connects. Because here were LA for the Grammys, I was in the London, a hotel beer. They said Kim Kardashian comes there. So me too, I go there, they wait. Me and the team, we go book a place. And guess what? There was a publishing transaction happened upstairs, almost celebrity. We went in there to find out that some group of people, almost 30 publishing company, with a base money of 3 billion seed funding.
Jesus.
And almost share partners to be able to expand. The only yawa was that Africa wasn't on the list. Until we were in the same building. And so, ABR, if there was some other Ghanaian businessman, he can leverage that opportunity. He will come back to our country. Then the artists so will be connected with other artists, the stylist, the makeup person. And so I encourage every Ghanaian, say, let's be deliberate. Let's be deliberate about your global mission, because doors are open. Amount for you very open to collaboration. Once ever bringing value to you and the person. Outside there, nobody thinks competition. Everybody thinks collaboration. And value our collaboration, not one-sided. And I think, sir,
So
that's the way to
when
go.
you met with Swiss, Mudin
Yeah.
could do collaboration, another.
We spoke about collaboration, and as Swiss putting me in touch with Monique, the handler. But these things, up until it materializes,
You can't say much about
you
it.
can't say much about it. And also, sir,
The
not
witches and
everybody wants you
and
to
witchcrafts.
to make it happen, and you have to keep it under the wraps and pray about it until and do business with it too, because definitely a business. So yeah.
Then Jim Jones.
I went to Harlem. I went to visit Jim Jones. I invited him to come to Labadi Beach. I told him, say, he shouldn't go anywhere, Labadi Beach. I don't want him to go to bougie places. So, and then we had a conversation. He doesn't know much about Africa.
Okay.
And Tim Skole know about the continent and all the other celebrities who he knows that have already been here, and how he will love it back home and all of that. And let's see what will happen. I don't know.
Which one is I don't know? Jim Jones.
Yeah,
Jim Jones.
Godfather.
Man. Oh wow. I see.
I have a question.
Right.
Who called Grammys in one? What was the music shock of your life?
The music shock of my life at the Grammys was how, under the same roof, every style of music was accommodated and highlighted equally on the same platform.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Yeah, I get it.
express. Gospel, up there.
Sports,
Up there.
movie.
Up there. Every
Yeah.
form. Up there. Spanish Ghana, your friend is saying. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
Up there. Almost position, no. Top level. And it was designed in a way it's constantly obia or a creative person bia, you are getting your credit. Even those behind the curtains. And to Saunyum winning award, every single person or somebody involved with the music, directly or remotely, the appreciation is there every step of the way. And almost started Grammy 11 a.m. in the morning, very early for the early people. It's a big Microsoft theater, various compartments, right? And a show no proper start here at 4 and closed at 8 p.m. Very properly done time, and a very mind-blowing experience. I feel say every artist should have, and definitely this year,
I have another question. With the cultural shock now, I think so. What when awards with the VGMs and all of that, have you had an opportunity? Say, be a mefat say obi say yola, and I say be a 3 music guy. No, I'm talking about Sadiq and then and no more yet 4-side music video. These are all your G's.
Yeah.
Have you had a proper conversation with them as to who said music shock now? Have you had a conversation?
I
with them
haven't
yet?
had a conversation because aside the music shock, I also realized. So before you ask questions, you might as well be doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait and then
I see that.
you go to a place and say, boss, because of your phone case, go back.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why.
For
Everybody,
security.
I don't know
reason,
why.
yeah.
So I had to take my phone case off. But I feel said that level of investment, boss, why? Because you get phone case. Why you get phone case? Tell us.
Because
To protect your phone.
to make sure. And I say, I'm sure. Yes, I say check but I don't want to.
But
anyway, let's look at every year or Edem Fest.
Yes.
Now say has a confirm kakra.
No, post-COVID, no.
COVID,
Post-COVID, but this year,
Back.
this year,
Oh,
Edem
nice.
Fest, by Monday, New Year, we break your communication for Edem Fest. Yeah, very interesting lineup. Yeah, in the
Okay.
region. Edem Fest, very important for the region because
So last year,
No,
you
last
did
year.
something similar. And
no, in 3 years straight, and then
Okay.
COVID came.
all right.
And to Edem Fest, no, you're very important for the region because I know how difficult it is. Artists from the region will connect with big names from Accra. And to the first edition, no, I took VIP, Rockstone, Yapono, Kaki, Miss V, second edition, EL, Kofi Kinata,
Wow.
Kojo Q, third edition of Brafo, Sarkodie, because some bar, the boys are able to experience them. You don't know who are. It will inspire to say that, oh wow, I really saw him, or on the Kasa backstage, and then it changes something in their life. And I feel, say, the region needs that to continue to churn out more artists, and hopefully you better create another show in Accra that I think say a long overdue.
Well, now that
perform.
disaster insurance issue, then won't it affect the event?
No, I just came from the region today.
Owako,
I
nice.
went to Mepe, myself, lawyer Tamaklo, and Francis Kofi Kolu. You could donate 400 mosquito nets,
Wow.
200 bags of cement, some oil and stuff to the chief's palace, and I call Yokosha Okujeto Ablakwa, and did another bunch of donations, and I spent time with the people. Next week, may call Hobium, because the situation is not what you see it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is really,
Bad.
when I got on the ground, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Now, the kids are not going to school because classrooms know your sleeping place for everybody who has lost their
Homes.
place. The town is not in light because some of the poles are buried in the water, and they are there. People are on tilapia farms all along. All that is gone. Livestock, people's cars are parking or fieno is in water. KVIP, septic tanks gone into, and the road are connecting Mepe to Soga Kope, because that is where the Volta River curves. It crossed over to the other side of the town because Nancy, it was looking for a path. And that road, you have to use a canoe on it. And it's a very severe situation. It might take about 2 years. So it's not something I have to do today and just sleep. No, we all have to support because we are Ghanaians. And even we are Nepal back, when you take one person to help, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
Well, yeah, mom, we're just hoping.
Oh
that
no,
we-
and big up to the Adom FM team. Omo on the ground for 4 days straight, because Michelle Omo on the ground, and then their team lead, he said we should discuss and see how you be partner to create awareness and raise funds. And see people in the diaspora, anywhere you find yourself, Omo or fund be a Omo friend with the Mepe Development Fund. Reach out, look for the right people, because I know so when these things happen, a man for lay ambush and take advantage and channel it to the right people. And right now, they told me, say, Omo here soap. So
Bathing soap.
bathing soap. And even the bathing soap, no, because omo polytanks and omo reservoirs, omo buckets, so they bath that water that is on the screen.
Hey,
You know,
yeah, yeah, serious. Wow.
that is somebody's house, the entire roof gone. You know, and resorts are in water, resorts across
Wow.
the.
I'm just hoping that Edem Fest, you also use it as a platform to raise more.
Yeah, so yeah,
funds.
raising awareness with Edem Fest.
Okay.
It was originally for climate change, but it's here we were like, no, we cannot do that. This is a very difficult time. And every platform we go to promote Edem Fest, we have promote people supporting. And I'm reaching out to some partners who have promised me within the week, say, Omube releases some relief items. And every time I get it, I'll give it to them, and I'll continue. It's not something that people have lost their homes. People have lost memories. Even, let's say, all your pictures of your mother, your father, your passport, you know. The whole
Documents,
town, documents, everybody has lost their Ghana card, their voter's ID. It's oh my God.
And well, on that sad note, you try and say ba Edem Nkoi, Ninyum for we don't really care. No, Edem one and the baby. Whom say we don't really care when you know, but
we care.
where do we care? Yeri and Momo voter, Omwakano, Omode and we really care. But you try and one by way, Showtym with Andy Dosty. Proudly brought to you by Think Media expert, Angel Cola, Betway, King of Antique, Darling Lemon Drink, Yebesa Basisia. Hello, Memo Kwaba, Eba Showtime with Andy Dosty. So, and I am come on, I had the pay ye. Now, so, Yenianum be waka. Enti, ye di wa bobo, na isuma wom, ye bonya mempa, so say, Asunji, Ebeka, wonum, and the baby I won. Omenya baby, Eddie would triato. Jumadi, darling lemon drink, Betway, Angel Cola. Sister Sally, you see on Angel Cola, no?
Peach. I'm the peachy girl.
Was it peach now? Echo.
The bruta. Masa discover now that one more apple and lime.
Hey, right.
Together.
Yo. And I know you're not a king of antique in Swasi because in Kunyana dear. What's his name?
Presidential.
Edem presidential. Edem presidential.
Brandy.
Okay.
Brandy, quick one. Wo a year 22 so.
Hey,
second place winner. Darling Factor. I will feed them. Atianka Mankwanta is watching and a winner of Darling Factor. So you're dope. So or share. Almost see. You are looking good. I say, who person to me?
Thank you.
See, I should up my game.
Adam, yeah, so we don't really care. So now is it out?
Yes, out. The audiovisual no were out. Thank you guys. The energy and the response has been very more time to take off into other territories, you know, but. It's been good, so go check the song out
on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, the whole 9 yards. Shazam it when you hear it in the club.
Right. Kolyo, yako Slim. Mje Breno. Edem Edem. Momo yapon momo no.
No, he would take us out to go and eat. That's all.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I'll tell you. Media, I'm very expensive.
The most expensive places in this country, Kozo, El Padrino. Besides that Chinese restaurant.
That's all. Then we are going to Chinese. You have to buy.
0244 719 095 0244 719 095. Pachon kunyai unya bisi udemwa. Ebe fepa mimi here bi wo mi fie makache
when it matches with your outfit pa you are looking
what
dapper. You are looking dapper.
That's it we
a man ba wa
Kofi when say we mi nipa bi na de ma mi
o man ba ho pa man ba wa no mo tena konwa we mo
oba bi ama mi fie
cha new building na konwa we wo ne mba ne betena tena mo obi anko
Andy get new building
hey rich man
Andy, congratulations.
Thank you, but in Phoenix
where you build on
hey
in Phoenix.
Say it to shame the devil.
Laughful. And you know, but I heard you did you ready any Messi with us so shabby and Yakupo Yaduma. That's a ne. You may say she has said that can see a pa and come Angel Cola. Betway www.betway.com.gh. Mr. So we are 18 now. Mr. Man Betty B. Mr. It's in Kuala Mai Mo Betty Betty Moon to Moboase. No penny for ye nidi near Mamu Bini, yes, Samu. But Samusunya be a Mama is ye bini name Mamum Betty. We say, whoever said, darling lemon drink, darling lemon. But you will be a yafa cubes go, but your number next week. Make sure I'm serving with darling lemon drink. Edem yafa, fana no kakra.